everyone, I am Jessica from Hammer and Flow Yoga. Welcome to Power Yoga for Beginners. Today is level 1 of 3 levels. We'll be going through the next 3 videos. Take one video at a time, feel comfortable before moving on to the next. And then we'll see you at your next. Alright yogis, we're going to start facing the long edge side of our mats. Feet come wide as if you were in a second position, if you're a dancer, or a goddess squat in yoga. And you're going to squat down, bend your knees, kind of feel a little pulse here. And then we're going to just work on some breathing real quick. So inhale. Rise, straighten your legs, look at your hands coming together on top of your head, and then exhale all the way down, hands come to heart center. Inhale, straighten your legs, rise, hands come together. Exhale, knees bend, hands come to heart center. Again, inhale, big and strong, filling your rib cage. Exhale, come down, deflate. One last time, inhale, biggest inhale of your day. Hands come together. Exhale completely, letting all the stale air out of your lungs, out of your body, and you start to sway. Move into your hips. Hips go side to side, straighten one leg and then the other. Remember, your bellies are still up and in, head is still up high to the sky. And then come to stillness in the squat position. Look at your toes, your right and then your left, and then lift your right heel and right heel comes down. Left heel comes up, left heel goes down. And just kind of stay within this groove, alternating heel raises. We're warming up our ankles. And if you really feel tricky, warm up your wrists at the same time. Circles, left, right. Maybe you even interlace your fingers out in front of you, but still keep the alternating heel raises on your legs. Stay squat low. Whew. There's a couple more breaths here. Maybe you're grooving a little bit. Maybe you want to move side to side, get a little mobility in your hips. And then let's come to stillness. Still in the squat position. Close your eyes. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise, straighten those legs, open your eyes. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Keep your legs straight. Now we're going to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, all together. And then inhale, been here before. Look at your hands come to the top of your space. Bend your knees generously. I'll turn to the side. And then slowly come down, keeping a flat back, belly in, all the way until you rest your belly on top of your thighs. Hands come to the earth and your head drops. Shake out your head, yes and then no. And then grab opposite elbows with your hands and really hang, ragdoll. You have the option here to stay still. Maybe this is plenty enough for you. Or maybe you sway back and forth, or you straighten one leg and then the other. Just really feel the glutes, the hamstrings, maybe even your back. If you're really hanging, you might even feel a stretch in your upper spine. The gravity is just pulling your head down. That feels so good when you get it right. It feels really nice. Release your elbows. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, flat back. And here, flat back, keeping your belly on your knees bent, hands on the floor, and then energetically you're pulling your hands back towards your ankle. This movement pulls your crown of your head to the front of your space. Better flat back. You're elongated. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands come together at the top of your space. And then inhale, forward fold. Again, knees bend. Drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, energetically pulling your hands back towards your heels. And then let it go. This time you let it go. Step back to a high plank. Belly in. You can stay in a high plank or drop your knees. If you have sensitive wrists or shoulders, dropping knees is the best option. You don't want to exhaust your arms or your shoulders on sun salutations. You gotta build up that strength. And then when we will lower on the exhale, and we're gonna brush our triceps against our rib cage all the way down. Untuck your toes. And here we will do a cobra, using only your back muscles. You pull up. Tops of your feet stay connected to the top of your mat. Head shoots up in front of you. Gaze is about 3 feet in front of your mat. Shoulder blades down and back. And then to make sure you're really doing it right and you're engaging your back muscles, lift your hands. The height on your chest should stay where it is. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, push your hips back through tabletop briefly. Tuck your toes, hips up, down dog. You just did your first sun salutation A in a power yoga sequence. Let's do it again. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step up. Slowly but surely to the same bent knee position where you've been before. Feet together, hands on your mat, and head drops. Inhale, lift up to a flat back, suck your belly in, pulling your fingers against the mat back towards your toes, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, belly in, straighten your legs, and look at your hands coming to meet the top of your space. Then exhale, hands come back to heart center. Inhale, arms come up around the sides, expanding your wings. They come together, the top, and then they come down through the center line of your body all the way down until they meet the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of your head shoots towards the front of your space. Exhale, step back to high plank. Drop your knees if you need to. You saw that option earlier. For those who want to stay up in a high plank position, we will demonstrate this time. So same motion with your arms. Triceps brush against your rib cage all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest using your back muscles, pressing the tops of your feet back down into your mat. And then let it go, exhale. Inhale, briefly come to tabletop on your knees. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. All right, again, inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, tiptoe, or you can always do a quicker step if you want. It could look something more like this. Whatever you feel, just make sure you are loving your wrists while you're doing it and there's not too much forward motion that puts too much pressure on your wrists. Keep them healthy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Hands come up to your space, and then straight down this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Go to low plank. Up dog. And then down dog. All right, let's go to high plank again. Let's go over up dog. We stay here in high plank, or drop your knees, untuck your toes, go down to low plank, and then here from your low plank, you press up, shoulders round towards your tailbone, and you lift your sternum up to the sky, belly in. This is okay. Even better is to lift your knees up off your mat. So you press the tops of your feet down into your mat, which lifts your knees and hips up higher. Upper body stays the same. And then from here you go down dog, and you can flip your toes, go straight to down dog, or you go through tabletop again. Tuck your toes, seat bones to the sky. All right, let's do one more sun salutation A. We're going to do it in its full expression if you can, but you guys know the modifications if something's not feeling right. So breathe in, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands come to meet the top. Exhale all the way down, flat back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank, low plank, flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Well done, everyone. Those are all the different variation styles that you can do in a sun salutation A in a power yoga sequence. Now we're going to move on to sun B. So inhale, look to the top of your mat. On your exhale, travel your feet to the top to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And then this time on your exhale, you sit your booty down, lift your chest up, chair pose. So let's build chair pose from the ground up. Feet, shoulder width distance apart or together. Either way, you're energetically pulling your legs together. So even if you want to pretend there is a volleyball or some kind of maybe a yoga block in between your legs and you're squeezing it, just pretend you're squeezing it. Your feet facing 12 o'clock, all four corners are grounded down into your mat, not moving, not wavering. They're your stability. They're everything holding you up. And then inhale, belly up and in. Again, up and in, up and in. To keep a natural curve in your spine here. Chest is up high, chin is away from your chest, and then arms come up. Arms up, palms facing one another, and as if you had a beach ball in between your hands, you want to be squeezing them together. So from the front view, it looks something like this. And see how much energy is just flowing through my hands, almost so we can shake. And sit down deeper. Again, we don't want to have a situation here where we need to crunch our earlobes with our shoulders. Gotta keep those down and back, keep that space. It feels really nice. So, in order to do that, you may have to open up your arms wider. That's fine. This is a beautiful chair. And then, as your shoulders get more flexible, maybe you want to bring them in. So, we've been in chair for a while now. So breathe in, chest up, exhale, down. That should feel really nice. Maybe extra shake out your head, wiggle out your legs. Then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a high plank. Drop your knees if you need to. Low plank, up dog, or down dog. Always option to cobra instead of doing an up dog, if that feels better. Inhale, your right leg comes up, foot stays flexed, and hips stay square to your mat. So don't open up like this, but instead pull your right hip down towards the ground and think about your inner thigh of your right leg twisting up to the sky. Straight leg, flex foot. And then on your exhale, bring it through, step into a low lunge. And from here, keep your back foot where it is. Ball mount of your back foot is pushing so hard, it's pulling your heel towards the front of your space. Or I should say, pushing your heel towards the front of your space. And then, using the strength of your front leg, maybe even you take your right arm and you place your hand on the thigh to help. But eventually, we want to come up to high crescent. So, building from the ground up, front foot is at 12 o'clock. All four corners of your front foot are grounded. Back foot pressing through your mat, so much so your heel comes up over your toes, kind of launching you forward. And then you counteract that with your chest and your belly to pull that up and over. And then hands go to the sky. Sit down deeper. Same thing here. If your shoulders are tight and you're crunching up like this, widen your shoulders, widen your hands. Make that beach ball one of those like big medicine balls. And then, breathe. Inhale, rise, look to the sky. Exhale, we're going to warrior two. All that means is we dial the back foot down, the heel. So now your pinky edge of your foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Sit down, creating a box on your front leg. Stack your shoulders over your hips as if someone was pulling your back arm towards the back of your space. Smile, belly up and in, chest up, shoulders down and back. Always create that space in your neck. Let your neck breathe. So inhale here. Exhale, start to lean forward to a runner's lunge again. Right there. Then you just take your front foot and you get it back to meet your back foot into down dog. Left leg comes up. Same ideas here. Square your hips to your mat, flex your foot, spiral your inner thigh up towards the ceiling, drop your head, belly in. And then exhale, knee comes up, push away the floor with your hands to make room for your front leg, your left leg now. Now, if this is too much, then you just start here. You kind of just itch it away, inch over. Maybe that's a little less pressure on your wrists and shoulders. Completely fine. Push through the ball mounts of your back foot. Maybe you put your left hand on your left thigh, and then using your core strength and your back strength, lift you up, high crescent. Don't let that back heel drop. Pull it forward, and both arms come up, either directly above your head, maybe a little in front of you, maybe they're wide. These are all great variations. Then we breathe in, look at our front foot. Is it facing 12 o'clock? Yes, it is. Exhale, dial the heel of your back foot down. Warrior two. Look at your back foot. Make sure it is parallel to the back edge side of your mat. Front knee is in a box shape. And then we stack our bones. Chest comes over our hips. Inhale here, shoulders come down and back. They roll down your spine towards your tailbone. And then exhale, slowly reach forward. Frame your front foot. Heel pops back up. And we're low lunge. Left foot comes back. Down dog. All right, that was a full sun salutation B. Let's do it again. But this time maybe we'll move a little quicker. Won't hold the poses quite so long. So remember where you're going. Your body knows, your head knows. Just let it happen. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel your feet to the top between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown of your head comes to the top of your mat. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop your booty down and immediately chair pose. Arms are up, wide, however you need them. Sit down low, keeping a nice natural curve in your spine. Thigh bones, pull them back so your knees are just a little in front of your ankles, but you can visibly see your toes. And breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. I'll drop my knees this time. Low plank, elbows stay close to your rib cage. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, down dog. Breathe in, right leg shoots up. Sway your hips, flex your foot. Toes are pointed towards the ground. And then inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, push the floor away. Make room for your right foot. And then maybe you use your right hand on your right thigh this time. Maybe you don't. And whatever you do in whatever case, you're using your abs and your core and your back and all the in-between to lift you up to high crescent. This time, let's focus on the width of our feet. So some of us may be a little wobbly, like what's going on? Notice, is your front foot directly in front of your right? Or your right foot directly in front of your left? And maybe you're wobbling like this. That is probably because you're thinking more along the lines of you being on a tightrope. Think about you being on railroad tracks. So, heel toe, your front foot a little wider, get a little more space in your hips, and that will allow you to sit down a little deeper. Remember, don't forget to press hard the entire time through your back foot. Bringing you forward, and then you're going to counteract that, bring you back, arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, sit deeper. Breathe in, and this exhale, dial your back heel down, and come to warrior two, just like that. Now let's talk about the back foot. And the pinky edge of your foot should have a lot of the pressure that should be pressing into your mat, not so much the inside. The inside of your foot, you start to do this and suckle in your knee, and it puts pressure on joints that aren't necessary. So just keep that back there. Sit down deeper and play with it. If it feels nicer to bend your back knee, absolutely go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. That is another way to do a warrior two pose. That's just as beautiful, just as photogenic. And then stack your bones and sit down deeper. Woo! All right, start to lean towards your front foot. Arms come down, frame your front foot, and then your front foot comes to meet your back. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes up. Inhale, left leg comes through between your hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Sit down lower. Heel toe your front foot towards the left side of your mat. So you could balance on railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. Maybe take your arms and your hands and put them at your hips. Are they square or are they open like this? Square them up as if they were headlights on your hip bones, pointing towards the front of your space. Arms up. Inhale, and then exhale. Back heel dials down. Warrior two. Push through the pinky edge side of your foot. Sit down deeper. Maybe play with a bent back knee on this go. How does that feel? Maybe this feels good. Or maybe just keep it straight. The micro bend. All right, start to lean towards the front of your mat. Frame your front foot. Back heel pops up. Front foot goes to meet your back. All right, yogis, we are going to do it one more time. And we're going to do one breath, one movement. All right, so we're gonna let our breath take us through this flow, very vinyasa-like. We're gonna flow like water through this next little combination. Inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top. Feet come between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, booty comes down, arms come up. Briefly, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Woo-hoo. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a high plank or drop your knees. Low plank, elbows touch your rib cage. And then up dog or cobra. And then down dog. Whew, let it go, exhale. Inhale, your right leg comes up, square your hips. Exhale, right leg steps through. Inhale, core strength lifts you up. High crescent, remember all of your corrections. Exhale, back heel pops down, warrior two. One full breath here, inhale. And exhale, we want to stay down lower. Inhale, stay. Exhale, start to lean forward. Frame your front foot. Back heel pops up. Right meets the left. Inhale, left leg comes up, square your hips. Exhale, step through. Keep the pressure in the ball mount of your back foot. And then use your core muscles. Rise, inhale. Exhale, dial down your back foot. Arrive. One big cycle of breath here. Inhale, stay. For your exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, start to lean forward. Frame your front foot. Front foot meets the back. And congratulations, well done everyone. Whew. Maybe wiggle your hips, wiggle your shoulders. Oh. Now come to stillness in your down dog. Press all four corners of your palms into the mat, including the L shape in your fingers. Now press on that and feel the relief in your wrists. Head comes down. Shift to high plank. Keep that pressure in your hands. And then exhale. Hips go back up, down dog. One more. And well done. Walk your feet all the way to the top. You're going to sit down and lay directly on your back. All right, we're going to do supine twist. Very gentle. Feet come to the outer edges of your mat. arms in a T position. And we're going to gently drop both knees to the left side. Oh, there was a few cracks there. And turn your head to the right. And on each inhale, notice the back of your rib cage pressing into the mat, lifting your chest high. And then on the exhale, maybe your right shoulder blade becomes a little more grounded on your mat for a deeper twist. Again, feel that inhale, rib cage presses against the back of your back against the mat. And then exhale it down, twist a little deeper. Maybe your right and left knee fall down to the left a little more. Gently bring your legs back to center. And then gently let them go all the way to the right. Woo! One side will most likely feel different than the other, a different sensation, a different level of stretch. Then your left ear comes to the ground as you gaze over your left hand. Belly in, sink into the mat. Feel on each inhale, your ribs expand, and on your exhale, your twist gets a little deeper. Come back to center. Bring both knees into your center line, into your chest, and take the palms of your hands and grab your shins and pull them in. And just here, just circles with your hips, clockwise, and then counterclockwise. And squeeze them in. Maybe you take them a little out to the side, so it's like a modified happy baby. And back into your chest again. Keep your tailbone towards the ground, elongating your spine. Head rests against your mat. And then let it go. Roll out your wrists. Roll to your right or left side. Then in fetal position. Take one big breath here. Let the earth hold you on the exhale. Completely surrender. Push up to a comfortable seat. Like so. Whatever this comfortable seat is, lotus, half lotus, easy seat, feet out in front of you. Just get grounded. Feel your sit bones really sit into the earth. Imagine you're sitting in some loose sand, and now your blessings will ever be imprinted forever and ever into this base of sand. Hands to third eye center. I want to thank all of you for joining. Well done. We went through Sun A and Sun B today, all the different variations. Do this video as much as you need, as much as you want. Those are the basics of power yoga. Inhale, and on the exhale we say, namaste. Thank you, yogis. See you next time for level 2. Or 1 again. Or maybe skip to 3. See you soon. Bye. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me in level 1 of our Power Yoga for Beginners sequence. Feel free to do this video as many times as you need, and then we'll see you at level 2. Click like and subscribe below, and then ring the bell to get notifications when the latest videos go. See you soon.